Hey yo, what's up? It is Next Level Living with Megan, and I wanted to come in and share with you guys my favorite books, my favorite personal development books. I talk so much in my groups and with my clients about how important it is to have this right mindset. And I truly have not been able to change my thought processes on my journey without this component. It's been so instrumental. And I know that if I can share this with more people, that the potential for you to be and do anything it's limitless, guys. Okay, so I have a big list in my team page that I share with my coaches, but I wanted to just pick 3 or 4 to share with you guys because there are different genres for different reasons, and depending on where you are in your life and in your journey, you would pick something else, right? Personal development, it means that it's personal, it's what you're needing in your season of time. Okay, so if you're following me, you've seen me post my journal. I have this awesome journal. It came from the book, The 5-Second Rule. This is the 5-second journal, and I really just like it because of the different segments it has. So I will tell you my favorites, and then you could kind of find your journal that's going to work best for you. But this is a big part of my morning where I and you can do it the night before too. I actually do some stuff the night before and in the morning, but this is really kind of like my Bible for my day, if you will. One side has a brain dump and a calendar, so it starts at 6 a.m. and it ends at 8 p.m. So I plug in what we're doing, if kids have sports or whatever. But on this side of the page, we talk about what we're grateful for. And I write down, today I'm grateful for. I talk about the top 3 things that I'm going to accomplish, right? Once you if you ever kept a task list or had a big list of something, and you go through the day and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even get to half of it. You feel super unfulfilled, right? So I just pick 3 big things that are going to take me to the next step in my goals, right? And if I don't get into those 3 things today, then I move them over to tomorrow. But the 3 things are easy to accomplish. So that's something that I include. And then at the end of the day, I talk about my daily wins. What did I do good today? I don't want to go to bed feeling defeated. What are the things that were successful for me during my day? It could be anything. Could be that, something with the kids, or I finally made the crock pot meal I've always wanted to, or I was able to get a new coach, signed up and started on the right track, or whatever it was, right? So that's a big part of it. That's not my personal development book for you. So different things for different people, right? I would say my number 1 is the Miracle Morning. And the reason I say that is because I get all the time, how do you get up so early? How do you do it? How do you, I could never get up that early, and this kind of thing, right? But once you sort of jump into a book like that, you will sort of be able to wrap your head around why and how and all the things. And that is a book that I read a really long time ago, but I haven't really implemented all the steps until last year, and it made a big difference in my life. The journal, the reading, everything, the workouts, all that stuff. Okay, so The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod would be my number 1 for you. The next one would be, and I feel this was my most favorite fun book. It's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. She's got a couple books, but this one is really about looking at yourself in a way that why can't you be a badass? Why can't you be the best of the best, and kind of her humor in it is really funny. And I really related to that. She's just dry, and the sense of humor, it's really, really a good one. So that would be my number 2 book. I would say that number 3 would be something like Girl Code by Cara Leva. Now, she has on Instagram a blog too called The Champagne Diet. She has a multiple number of different books, and I got into her from a business aspect first and foremost. She wrote a book called Like She Owns the Place, and that was really good for me because I was struggling with believing in myself about building a big business for myself and my team. So that's what sucked me into her, and then I started reading her other stuff. But I feel like if you're not a business owner or you're not a coach in my team, then you might want to start with Girl Code or the Champagne Diet. She's got Sparkle. Those are some other ones. Really like good feminine type books. And now, so don't get me wrong, like I am so not like that, honestly. I don't really care about feminist things. I don't know. I've just always been like, really, I don't really feel like girl movement things. I just don't go that way. We're all created equal. I don't know, whatever, topic for another time. So I always pulled away from books like that had to do with like the female stuff, because it's just like, I ain't really, but those books are really good regardless, whether you are or you aren't. And I found myself really liking her writing and her story and where she came from and stuff. I could relate to that. As far as her job goes and business wise, that's what sucked me into her. I like that about her. And so it was that 1, 2, 3. And I would say that if you are struggling with reading something, you obviously can get any of those books on audio, but podcasts are awesome. And I would say that my number one personal development podcast would be Rachel Hollis' Rise. I really love listening to her. I wasn't into her until I saw her live. But now realizing she really speaks to me too. A second person to listen to or watch on YouTube would be Ed Milet. Now that's another whole different perspective, but it's a male perspective. I gravitate towards that stuff because I'm like just more in that sort of mindset. So his stuff is really, really awesome. It's Ed, Mylett. And then the last one I will tell you that is sort of a mix of believing in yourself and your business would be Bob Heilig, The Virtual Upline. And that podcast is really awesome. So I'll listen to his short, like 5-minute ones before I work out. A lot of it about believing in yourself. He also talks a lot about having a purpose-driven life. And that's really important to me and my team and our mission moving forward, that we were created for a purpose. And what we're doing as coaches and helping other people is our vehicle into leading and living that purpose. God created every one of us for something specific, and I really believe that this is where I was meant to be in my purpose. So I love listening to him because he ties business into leading that purpose-driven life, and that is really, really where my foundation goes when I'm helping my team and other people get started in this business and in their fitness and that kind of stuff. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or you're looking for something specific, just message me. I got a huge list of books, and I probably could recommend something specifically for maybe something you're struggling with or something that you want to learn more about. I would love to talk with you more about any of that stuff. Always can message me, always can comment on these videos. If you are looking to hear something specific, let me know. Comment and let me know what you guys want to hear. I would love to talk to you guys some more. All right. Okay, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.